Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Oculus, and this is the 213310. It is two things. It is a wall sconce that can go on the wall. It's also a semi-flush, or actually a flush mount that can go on your ceiling. So it serves two beautiful purposes. I happen to have a part of it here from our showroom. Kind of shows you this conical shape that's basically done by a cold press forge. Presses it all down, and then there's a lot of welded pieces together. The glass on this is going to be Hubbardton Forge's opal glass. It's a white milky glass, and I'm going to be talking about more about that later in the video, so stay tuned for all that. This can be used on a sloped ceiling as well, up to 45 degrees, so you don't have to worry about that. It'll be like that with that glass around it. The height of the fixture, if we were using on the ceiling, the height would be 4.4 inches, and the diameter is coming in at 11.5. The backplate on this is 9 inches, so it's going to go over your 4-inch junction box without any problem at all. And the mounting height, if it's going to be on the wall, which is going to be this way, is going to be 5.8 inches from the bottom of the glass to the middle of your J-box. So a lot of little details there. A way to show you some more about that is to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. This is a great way for you to see the inside of this fixture, how the sockets are set up, how this piece goes on, how the glass goes on, lots of details, how that back plate is nice and large so it can go over a junction box that is a 4-inch or even slightly larger if you're going to be using it on your ceiling. It's going to be using 4 of these G9 sockets, and G9 sockets take G9 bulbs. If you want to stick with a halogen bulb, you can still do that. You can still find these all over the place. You're going to be using 4 25-watt halogen bulbs. That's going to be your max because of the heat that builds up from these little guys. And they just click in. Very simple. You press them in just like that. So 4 25-watt halogens, or I think you should go better than that, and I think you should go with LEDs, and that's an LED version. This is called a cob. There's actually it looks like a corn cob inside of this, and then there's a frosted diffuser on the outside of this. Sometimes they're clear. It's because I have this on the floor of our showroom, I was able to try out different versions of this. The only limit you have to the bulb getting in there really is the bulb getting in there. So because these are coming out from the wall itself or from the ceiling down, the bulbs are coming straight out at you. That's the way the sockets are put in there, and you see that on the installations instruction sheet because there's really good line drawings there, don't forget. It's going to say that this can only come out about the same or just a little more than the standard bulb here, than the little halogen guy. So this is probably a 40-watt equivalent. I think that's about the max you're going to get into this because of the limitations of it running into the back of this, so kind of keep that in mind. But you still got 4 sockets, so 4 times 4, there you go. That's a lot of light. I can find these at Home Depot, I can find them at Lowe's, Ace Hardware, Walmart, Walmart.com, lots of places like that. True Value hardware stores sell these, but we get ours at Amazon. It's just easier to do that. And you would put in a G9 LED and kind of go from there. And then you want to get as squat and short as possible. Sometimes they're a little bigger than this, but they're still shorter. And the amount of lumens coming out of it is going to be the most important thing. So kind of go for the max amount of lumens you can get. Go for the color temperature that you like. They're going to offer these to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be a super yellow light like a setting sun. They're going to offer these to you in something called daylight, and that's the one you guys have to be really careful about. That's that bluish white light like a hospital waiting room or an overcast day. That's 4000, 5000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom is warm white, soft white, and that's the light coming down on this table right here from these 3000 Kelvin LEDs above us. So that's what I would use in here if I were you, but it's really up to you. You can make it more romantic with that 2700 Kelvin. You can make it a little bit more utilitarian with the daylight one, the 4000, 5000 Kelvin, but I think the sweet spot is the 3000 Kelvin because that's the same warmth of it, like an incandescent bulb, and that's coming down right from us here. So that's what we like to use. It's a dimmable fixture when you're out scouting around for bulbs. Really important to find a dimmable version of that bulb. I want to touch base on Hubbardton Forge's opal glass for just a second. So all of Hubbardton Forge's glass to begin with is going to be hand blown. This piece is hand blown first in clear, then they're going to come in and they're going to blow another layer of white glass on the inside of this. The third step is they're going to take and they're going to sandblast the whole thing on the inside and the outside. That's going to give you this beautiful, mellow, translucent, milky piece of glass. When you look at this, and you can see the layers are actually piled up on the inside of this. Hubbardton Forge is very obsessed about details on all of their pieces, including their glass, and that's why you're here, because you're probably just as obsessed about little details as well. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway, because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.